Their roots in hip-hop are so deep that I didn't know it. And they told us about it before, we even heard about it from other people. We're aware of. Making Party videos have come out, which sheds light on the current drama between Diddy, Jaden Smith, and Justin Bieber. Fans can see how the tensions and relationships have played out through Jaden's point of view. What new information might this video show about how they interact? What does this mean for their futures? Come with us as we look at new Party video of Diddy and Jaden Smith. The new video of Jaden Smith? A video of Jaden Smith? Crying has been getting a lot of attention online lately, especially on Twitter. There were rumors that Jaden was seeing Justin Bieber and music producer Sean P. Diddy Combs, and the video was shared to show him looking upset. From a user on X, which used to be Twitter, the original post hints at troubling parts of Justin's early career and his contacts with Diddy when he was a teenager. A movie clip from about 14 years ago is in the video. It shows a young Justin Bieber with Diddy. In one of the most interesting parts of the video, Diddy gives Justin one of his expensive cars and says that the teen will get it when he turns 16. A lot of people looked at this exchange with interest and wondered what it all meant. But the rumors that Jaden's crying video has something to do with Diddy's parties are not true. A Twitter user named Josh Fox made shocking claims about Jaden Smith's life that made the idea more popular. This user told lies when they said that Diddy's wild parties put Jaden in situations he didn't want to be in. The tweet said, 3 weeks ago, Jaden Smith, son of Hollywood star Will Smith, said things in public that shocked the entertainment industry. People say that Jaden's father, Will Smith, pushed him to do things at these so-called freak-off parties that Diddy put on. The tweet made it sound like these events have been linked to rumors and speculation for a long time. However, it is important to stress that there is no solid evidence to back any of these claims. The video that went with these claims and showed Jaden crying has been taken in the wrong way. In fact, it was taken months before the claims were made. The video was shared by Jaden on his Instagram account on February 15th, 2023. In it, he thanked his fans and talked about how he felt about their journeys together. "I love my fans, I love our journeys, and this family is our fortress," he said in the video. "I should write something about emotions and how they're okay or something, but honestly, I just found this video on my phone." His sincere message was meant to connect with his fans, not to show how upset he was about Diddy or the stories going around about him. To stop the spread of false information, there is also a community note that goes with the Twitter posts about the accusations. This note makes it very clear that the claims made about Will Smith, Jaden, and Diddy in relation to the parties are not true and are not based on facts. It serves as a lesson of how important it is to check facts before drawing conclusions from shocking news stories and social media posts. The claims against Jaden and Diddy show how quickly false information can spread, especially when it involves well-known people in the entertainment business. A video of Jaden Smith crying has been getting a lot of attention online lately, especially when it comes to disturbing claims about his father. If these things are true, what might they mean for Will Smith's legacy? What other hidden things could Jaden find? Come with us as we look into what Jaden said about Diddy that shocked everyone. According to reports, Jaden Smith, the son of famous actor Will Smith, has made serious claims about his father's alleged secret relationship with music mogul Diddy. This is a shocking turn of events that has sent shockwaves through Hollywood. In a recent interview, Jaden talked freely about what he says is a secret affair between the two famous people. This is where the claims came from. There has been a lot of talk and gossip about the private lives of some of the biggest names in the entertainment business since this news came out. In the interview, Jaden Smith didn't hold back when he said he had found proof that his father had been connected with Diddy in a way that had been kept secret for a long time. Many fans and onlookers were shocked by what he said, which caused a stir in the public sphere. Many people find it hard to believe that Will Smith, who is considered by many to be one of the most beloved actors in Hollywood, would be involved in such a controversy. Not only have fans been shocked by the news, but people who work in the business are also trying to figure out what it all means. Since Jaden made his claims, both Will Smith and Diddy have been in the middle of a media storm and are getting more attention from the public and the press. Fans are asking questions about whether Jaden's claims are true, which has led to a lot of talk about the private lives of these two powerful men. The news is full of stories and views all trying to figure out what the shocking claims really mean. But Will and Diddy's publicists have decided not to say anything, leaving many people to wonder what's really going on behind the scenes of fame and success. The seriousness of Jaden's claims has made it hard for people to trust both Will Smith and Diddy. There could be terrible consequences for both men if the accusations are proven to be true. It could hurt their jobs and public image a lot. The entertainment business is known for having very high standards, and any scandal involving cheating can have serious personal and career effects. This event has not only made people question the specific accusations, but it has also started bigger conversations about relationships and cheating in a field where looks are everything. As word of the accusations has spread, fans and people who work in the business have had a range of reactions. Some people can't believe what Jaden is saying and are having a hard time accepting it. Others are worried about how dramatic the story is getting. Invasion of privacy has also been a point of dispute. Many people say that celebrities should be treated with respect and have their private lives kept secret. There are calls for a full investigation into the claims to either prove or disprove them, but many people are warning people to be careful until there is clear proof. It's hard to figure out what Jaden means when he talks because there aren't many specifics. As people in the entertainment business try to figure out what Jaden Smith's claims mean, it's clear that the story has changed how people talk about Will Smith and Diddy's lives. Some people might see it as just another piece of news, but others see it as a turning point that shows how hard it is for people who are famous. The shocking claims made by Jaden have shed light on the complicated relationships in Hollywood and brought up awkward questions about trust and betrayal. What happens, though, when these claims grow into even more shocking ones? What do Willow and Jaden have to do with this drama? Stay tuned to find out more about it. Shocking Diddy revelation by Willow and Jaden Smith in October 2024. A number of videos and social media posts said that Willow Smith and her brother Jaden Smith had shared shocking information about their parents, namely that Will Smith had sold them to music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. These claims spread quickly on sites like Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, getting people's attention and starting a debate. But it's important to make it clear that these claims were not true and did not have any solid proof to back them up. It all started with a Facebook post that spread very quickly. This post said that Willow Smith had said out loud that her dad had sold her to Diddy. It led to a story from US Talk News that came out the same day, October 7th, and went into more detail about the alleged scandal. According to the article, Willow had said that her father had helped her have a relationship with Diddy that went beyond their professional relationship, which she saw as a betrayal. This story caused a lot of anger and confusion about how the Smith family works and the moral issues that come up with powerful people in the entertainment industry. Even though these claims were very shocking, there was no video or audio evidence of Willow or Jaden making these claims. The videos that made these claims often had misleading names and edits that mixed real events with made-up ones to make the story more dramatic. It looked like the claims that Willow and Jaden were forced into a relationship that wasn't good for them were made more to get clicks and views than to tell the truth. Because of this, the rumors seemed to be made up, using the emotional power of celebrity society without any real evidence. The real legal problems Diddy is having are mentioned in the background of these claims. His houses in Los Angeles and Miami were searched by the US in March 2024 as part of the trafficking probe by the Department of Homeland Security. The problem got worse when he was arrested in September on several serious charges, such as conspiracy and transporting people. Thoughts quickly spread because of how important these problems were, especially when linked to famous people like Willow and Jaden Smith. The way the claims about Willow and Jaden that were sold to Diddy were presented made them sound more shocking than they really were. Many of the videos mixed stories about Diddy's legal problems with rumors about his supposed freak-off parties. This gave the false claims more weight. People who like the drama of famous scandals may be more likely to believe them, especially if they are told in language that makes them feel bad. When fact and fiction are mixed together in this way, many people think that these dramatic stories are real news, which leads to a lot of sharing and talking about them. In the spotlight, the shocking rumors about Willow and Jaden made people think deeply about family and faith. What do Will Smith and P. Diddy manage their long-term friendship while things were going so badly? What complicated situations do they deal with behind closed doors? Let's look into their interesting link in more detail now. Will Smith's ties to P. The Weeknd, Will Smith and P. They've known each other for a long time, and pictures of them together have recently gone viral online. These pictures have sparked new interest in their friendship and relationship, especially since P is facing serious accusations, Diddy including bad behavior. Even though he rejects these serious charges, a lot of people are interested in how will Smith and P. Diddy have talked to each other over the years, and if they're friends. The link between Will Smith and P. Diddy goes back to the late 1990s and early 2000s. Both men were growing stars in the music business at the time. Diddy put out his first song in 1996, and Will Smith did the same a year later, in 1997. Since then, they've been seen together a lot at different events, which suggests that they've become friends with similar people. For example, they were photographed together at an event to launch a book by a famous boxer. In 2008, they went to the premiere of a Columbia Pictures movie with their kids, Jaden Smith and Christian Combs, and actor Tyrese Gibson. These scenes show a bond that seems to have grown over years of working together and respecting each other in the entertainment business. A party held by P is one of the most well-known events that shows how they are connected. In 2004, Diddy was in Miami. A buffet was served off the chest of a woman at this party, which was known for being wild and sexy. Many people who went, including famous people like Diana Ross, Bruce Willis, and Owen Wilson, didn't seem to mind the event's controversial show. people are still talking about the party today. The fact that Will Smith was at such a fancy party adds to the idea that he and Diddy have been friends for a long time. Diddy has spoken out in support of Will Smith, especially after what happened at the 2022 Oscars. A lot of people still remember the fight where Will Smith hit actor Chris Rock after Rock made a joke about Will's wife, Jada. As things went crazy at the Oscars, Diddy tried to calm things down. It was his turn to present a tribute to the 50th anniversary of the Godfather trilogy. He said, "I didn't know that this year was going to be the most exciting Oscars ever." In an attempt to turn the conversation back to a more positive note, he even joked that Will and Chris would work out their problems like family at the Gold Party. His words were meant to calm things down and show his support for Will during a tough time. An interview from 2023 that asked P. Diddy about his friendship with Will Smith has recently come back to the surface, which has added to the tension. During an episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live, Diddy was asked about reports that Will and Jada were trying to set up a relationship between Jennifer Lopez and Diddy while Diddy was dating Lopez. The question made people laugh, and Diddy made an awkward face. He called the question crazy and said, "I don't know what you're talking about," strongly denying that the rumor was true. This moment not only showed how ridiculous the reports were, but it also showed that even though their friendship is complicated, they still respect each other's space. Will Smith and P. Diddy have been friends for a long time and have been through a lot together. But how will Diddy's new legal problems affect their friendship? How does this affect Will Smith, especially as he deals with the difficulties of being loyal and being watched by many people? We're now going to talk about the effects, including what happened and what might happen in the future. Sean Diddy Combs' recent court problems have had a big impact on both his life and the entertainment business as a whole. It is being said that Diddy, who has been a big name in music for decades, is guilty of sexual misbehavior and trafficking. Some people have sued over these claims, and some have even been charged with crimes. A lot of people in the entertainment industry have had to think about how they treat artists and workers and what kind of attitude there is in the business. By the end of 2023, Diddy's court problems were getting worse. Cassie Ventura, who used to be his girlfriend, sued him, saying that he had abused her for many years. Even though this case was quickly dropped, it made other people more likely to tell their own stories. More people said they had similar experiences with Diddy, which led to more lawsuits and criminal probes. The effects on Diddy of these events are very bad. His image has changed a lot from what it used to be, that of a successful businessman and music mogul. He has lost a lot of business chances and partnerships because of the accusations against him in the court cases that followed. For instance, Diddy chose to quit his job as head of Revolt, the cable TV network he owned. The response from the public has also been harsh, with many people showing their anger. These legal problems are causing him a lot of worry and emotional burden, which is probably hurting his mental health and relationships with other people. The long-term effects can be just as bad for those who have come forward to charge Diddy. When you speak out against wrongdoing, you often face intense public criticism, which can be very hard to handle. However, many of these people have been very brave in sharing their stories. It is important to understand how these events will affect the people involved and the business as a whole in the long term. For many, the stress and difficulties of speaking out about such important problems can make them feel hopeless and depressed. Some may even think about committing suicide. People who have been harmed need to be able to get help from people who can understand how they feel. To promote recovery and understanding, it is important to have open conversations about mental health and offer help to people who are struggling. Recently released party video of Sean Diddy Combs and Barron Trump has sparked a lot of intrigue and speculation about their relationships. Conversations are starting about what the video means for their relationship and what it might mean for how people see them both. How might this video change the way we think about Diddy and Barron Trump? What lies might this party let slip? The surprising link to school. Recently, both Barron Trump and Chance Combs, who is the daughter of Sean Diddy Combs, have been going to New York University, NYU, to get a better education. Donald Trump's youngest son, Barron Trump, is a student at the Stern School of Business. The school is known for putting a lot of stress on global business practices and academic rigor. Chance Combs, on the other hand, has joined the Tisch School of the Arts, a famous school that helps talented people in the film and performing arts. People are interested in this link between the children of two very important people. The connection has been noticed, especially since Diddy is currently facing legal problems that have made the situation even more interesting. While they both carry on, at NYU, Ewan and Chance are making their own plans. People can see them do this because their family names are well known. Many people are shocked that Barron Trump has decided to go to NYU's Stern School of Business. His family has a history of going to the Wharton School of Business at the University of Pennsylvania. His father, Donald Trump, also did this. Barron's decision to go to Stern instead shows that he wants to break with custom and make his own name in the business world. Barron hasn't been as public as his brothers, but his move to NYU is the beginning of a new chapter in his life that will take place in one of the world's most exciting and active cities. One of the best business schools in the world is the Stern School of Business. It is known for having tough classes that prepare students to be stars in global business. On the other side of NYU, at the Tisch School of the Arts, Chance Combs is making her own name for herself. People know that the Tisch School is great at encouraging creativity in the performance and film arts. This seems like a good fit for Chance because she has always been interested in the arts. She wrote about how happy she was on Instagram when she got into New York University. As she sat in the car with her mother, Sarah Chapman, and read her acceptance letter, she caught the moment on video. Along with the video, she shared pictures of her time in New York City and on the NYU campus with the touching caption, "NYUIU, dreams do come true." During the registration process, her dad Diddy was a big fan. His continued legal problems, on the other hand, have made it harder to celebrate her success. A lot of people are interested in the idea that Barron Trump and Chance Combs are both going to NYU at the same time. Even though they are learning different things, one in business and the other in the arts, they both have famous parents and are figuring out life as kids. They both started at NYU at the same time, which has made their paths cross in an interesting way, even though they have very different plans for the future. The time of their arrival is also interesting. As Diddy's legal battles continue to make news, more attention has been drawn to Chance's ability to stay focused on her goals. She has shown that she can do well even when things go wrong. What could bring back old family ties that affect both Barron Trump and Chance Combs as they pursue their own goals at NYU? How did their famous parents meet in a way that not many people today remember? Let us look into the interesting history and go viral moments from their social groups that are connected. The party video that went viral was from the Art for Life Gala at Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort in Palm Beach, Florida. The event was a tribute to Sean Combs. A lot of pictures were taken at the event, including the one in question. A real picture of Sean Diddy Combs, former US President Donald Trump, and Melania Trump sitting together shows that they used to be friends. The picture is real. It wasn't made by AI or digitally changed. It shows a time when their social circles crossed. Donald Trump, who used to be president, once said that Sean Combs, better known as Diddy, was famous. The event took place in 1998 when Trump was asked to Combs' 29th birthday party. Both men were well-known businessmen in New York City at the time, and they often ran into each other at work and social events. In his response, Trump called the rapper the legendary Puff Daddy. The two have been pictured together at several events and in a video invitation. Over the years, their relationship has been known, but Trump hasn't said much about their friendship in public. Combs, on the other hand, has been more honest about how he feels about Trump. Combs said nice things about Trump in 2015, when he was still running for the Republican nomination. In an interview, he said that Trump was a friend and that he admired how hard Trump worked. He said that Trump was a hard worker and that they were personally connected, even though Trump's political goals were becoming clearer. Combs' view changed, though, after Trump became president in 2017. It made Combs angry when he was asked about Trump's presidency. He said that black people, in particular, were used to the chaos and political turmoil that Trump's government had caused. He said, "We don't really care about Trump," which showed that he thought the problems in Washington were nothing new or surprising for black people. It was very different from how he felt about Trump before, when he was more neutral. By the time of the 2020 election, Combs was publicly against Trump. Combs said that white guys like Trump had dangerous ideas and that it was important to fight them. In an interview with Charlemagne the God, Combs said that getting rid of Trump was important to him, even though Biden wasn't his ideal choice. He meant a lot to him to vote for Biden and then hold him responsible once he was president. From being friends, this showed how far his relationship with Trump had changed. They now have a clear political difference. And in an interview with James Corden in 2018, Combs talked about whether he would still talk to Trump. He said that he wasn't against talking to anyone for the sake of the greater good. Combs stressed that the country was in a mess and that talking to each other was very important. However, he also said that political issues can make it hard to focus on what needs to be done for the country's future. His words showed that he was taking a practical approach to dealing with political divides. That he was more interested in finding answers than holding a grudge. It's interesting that Combs even talked about Trump in his songs. In his 2006 hit song We Gon' Make It, he talked about money and named Trump and other rich people like Bill Gates and Michael Bloomberg. Combs liked Trump's image at the time because he said, "I spend ridiculous money, private bird money, followed by Bill Gates, Donald Trump, and Bloomberg money." Trump has talked to Combs in public and given him credit from time to time, but he hasn't been involved in any of his legal or personal problems, including any claims that he did something wrong. Some people find their connection interesting. But it seems to have changed over time as personal and political events have happened. Their friendship changed both of their lives in big ways. What happens when family issues and law issues come together? Diddy is being accused of serious things. Could this shot that went viral show deeper ties? Stay tuned to find out more about the drama that is developing and the rumors that surround this stunning picture. There are rumors and theories online. There are a lot of different responses to a picture that went viral showing Sean Diddy Combs sitting with former US President Donald Trump and his wife, Melania Trump. The picture, which got a lot of attention, comes at a time when Diddy is being charged with major crimes. As of 2017, several men and women have sued the rapper, saying he is guilty of crimes like trafficking and misbehavior. On September 12, 2024, a grand jury officially charged Diddy with these crimes. This made people pay even more attention to his past relationships with famous people. During the crisis, a lot of pictures of Diddy with famous people, like politicians, celebrities, and business leaders, have been shared online. While it has been shown that some of these pictures were altered, this one of the Trumps is definitely real. In late September 2024, the picture showed up again on platform X, which used to be called Twitter. With the name Agent Self 99 billion, the user shared the picture and a question in the caption, "What does Diddy have on Trump?" The mysterious message led to more questions because the picture's popularity came back at the same time that Diddy was having legal problems, making many people wonder what kind of relationship he has with the former president. There are, however, reports going around that the picture itself was changed or made by AI. You can find a real picture of it on Getty Images, which is a well-known place to find professional pictures. This picture was taken by Johnny Nunez on March 11, 2005, at an event called the Art for Life Gala. An event called the Gala was held to honor Diddy. Russell Simmons and Kimora Lee Simmons hosted it at Mar-a-Lago, Donald Trump's fancy property in Palm Beach, Florida. It was even more important that Trump and Melania were there because they had only been married for less than 2 months at the time. Like many other pictures taken that night, this one shows famous people and important people mixing at a high-profile party. Trump's relationship with Diddy has been known for a while. In 2012, Trump told the press that he was friends with the rapper, doing work for Diddy, of course. "I love Dap King. You already know that I like him a lot. He is good." Is he a good person? He said that Diddy was a good friend in person. Trump even told him that he would defend him if necessary. The fact that they have a history of respecting each other helps explain why they may have been seen together at events like the 2005 gala. But because of the new accusations against Diddy, some people on social media have wondered if Trump's past comments hint at a deeper link, but there is no proof to back up these claims. The photo of Diddy and Trump coming back into the public eye brings up some interesting points. So why did Diddy go from liking the former president to criticizing him? How did their bond go from being so strong to so bad so quickly? Let's look at the things that led to this big shift in their friendship. What it tells us about their past. Why did Diddy finally say bad things about Trump? A lot of things about Sean Diddy Combs and former President Donald Trump are the same, which is why they became friends. Diddy used to admire Trump for how hard he worked and how well he did in business. Before Trump ran for president in 2016, Diddy said that he supported him as a businessman. Trump was praised by Diddy, who said, "Donald Trump is a friend of mine and he works very hard." Diddy also liked Trump's style, and he said that Trump had given him a tie that he wore. Diddy wasn't sure if he would vote for Trump in the 2016 election, even though their friendship seemed strong at the time. He said that while he admired Trump's business sense, he wasn't sure if he should back him in politics. No one knows for sure if Diddy voted for Trump in 2016, but his feelings about Obama started to change after Trump took office. Diddy became more and more critical of how Trump handled political problems as his presidency went on, especially when it came to race and inequality. For Diddy, this caused a big shift in his views. He stopped supporting Trump and started criticizing him. By the time the 2020 election came around, Diddy had broken with Trump and become a supporter of Joe Biden. In an interview with Charlemagne the God in 2020, Diddy talked about his worries about what might happen if Trump were to win again. He said, "If this man is elected, we're not standing by any longer losing our lives. It doesn't scare us that people will stand up and watch. A race war is about to start." He said things that made it clear how tense things were in the US at the time, because of the deaths of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, which started the Black Lives Matter movement. In the talk, Diddy said more bad things about Trump. He then said that white guys like Trump should be sent away. It's very dangerous to think that way. This harsh comment made it clear how far their friendship had dropped. During the same chat, Diddy backed Joe Biden and made it clear that he thought Biden was the only candidate worth voting for in 2020. He told them that Biden wasn't the best choice, but he didn't see any other choice. "It's our job to put him in office and then check his work." According to Diddy, more needs to be done than just voting in the election. Even though they are very different, Diddy had earlier left the door open for a possible reconciliation with Trump. They talked about it on The Late Show with James Corden in 2018. He talked about how close they used to be. Trump had even been to Diddy's 30th birthday party. Even though it was clear that their friendship had cooled down by that point, Diddy said he might still be willing to talk to Trump if he helped things. "I'm not against talking to anyone for the sake of the greater God," he said. Diddy also said that things were hard in the country. He thought it was important to set a good example. But by the time of the 2020 talk with Charlemagne the God, it looked like Diddy had given up on the idea of making peace with Trump. Making it clear that they were no longer friends, Diddy said that Trump was dangerous and that he wasn't a good leader. Their friendship has had many ups and downs over the years, but it looks like they will always be at odds with each other. Their relationship might get better at some point, but for now it looks like Diddy and Trump are no longer together, possibly for good. Diddy's friendship with Trump has changed a lot, showing how complicated it can be to be friends with someone in politics. What might this mean for Diddy's business and reputation now that he is in serious legal trouble? Will he be able to get over these accusations? Keep reading to find out what's next for Diddy. What does Diddy have coming up? Sean Diddy Combs is going through a tough time in his life right now. His court problems have gotten a lot worse over the past few years, and they could have a big effect on both his personal and professional life. Charges of trafficking and misconduct are among these problems. With such serious charges, many people are wondering what will happen to Diddy in the future and how this will affect his long career in the music business. When claims of wrongdoing surfaced about Diddy in late 2023, his problems got worse. Cassie Ventura, his ex-girlfriend, brought the most important case against him. She said he was abusive and used her. Although the case was quickly dropped and never went to court, it made it possible for other people to make similar claims. Things got much worse when Diddy was caught by the federal government in early 2024 on charges of trafficking and misconduct. These charges, which were very serious crimes that could have long-lasting effects on him, became the main focus of his court battles. It is said that federal authorities have gathered strong evidence linking Diddy to these claims. The accusations say that he had something to do with young women being abused. With all of these claims, Diddy and his defense team will have a very hard time in court. Right now, Diddy has to deal with the court process, which is a big problem. He is still in jail while his lawyers work to protect him because bail was denied. His lawyers are likely to say that the claims are not true and that the evidence might not hold up in court. But this is going to be a tough fight because the case is very public and the charges are very serious. Lawyers think that the case might not be over for months or even longer. While they wait, Diddy's defense team will be working on things like pretrial papers and going over the evidence to get ready for trial. There may even be talks between his lawyers and the prosecutors, which could change the result of the trial or make it last longer. Even though the case is still going on, Diddy's job and reputation have already been affected. Diddy's reputation, which used to be very high thanks to his success in music, fashion, and business, has gone down a lot. A lot of the companies that used to work with him have stopped doing business with him. The accusations against him have gotten a lot of attention from the media, which has hurt his once powerful image even more. All eyes are on you. Diddy's image might not fully get better even if he is found not guilty. Just being linked to such major crimes could follow him around for years, hurting his chances of getting business and losing the public support. For Diddy, the risks are very high. He could get a long prison term if he is found guilty. This would end his career and hurt the legacy he has worked so hard to build over the years.